is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain, and you may have noticed I haven't posted a video in nearly a month. That's because I've been in bed sick, dying of the flu. But I'm finally recovered, at least a bit, and trying to play catch up. So what we have here is a stool. It's going to be a stump, and first it's going to be used by the local theatre group, Sandgate Players, in their Treasure Island, a pantomime. And then it's going to be used for the fairy markets for storytelling. So my minion David has screwed this all together and cut it out for me, and it's done a really good job. So it's nice and sturdy. So now what I'm up to do is, well, the top of it gets this piece on it, which will look like the tree stump. If I spin it around the right way, it'll look like the tree stump. And then all the way around the rest of the stump, I've got to cut these strips of foam and hot glue them on, and then trim them up, and then texture them with paper mache. And once I get all of these glued on and start texturing, I'll come back and show you how we do it.
This is my shop assistant David demonstrating how we now hot glue cleaning cloths onto the foam ribs that we've also hot glued onto that wooden frame. Now the reason we use the cleaning cloths is that they're nice and absorbent, so when we put the paper mache on, it sticks really well. Also, they're cheap because they come on a big roll and they're nice and sturdy. So as you can see, David's using the end of a cutting knife to press the cloths into the glue, because these cloths are porous. So if you press down on the hot glue, it comes through the fingers and then you burn. And we all know how good my track record is with burning myself with hot glue. We've got several videos with the countdown of how many times I can burn myself. So this stump is now halfway covered in the orange material, and once we've done that, we'll have the fun hours of paper macheing it. But that's okay, we don't need it for the photo shoot until tomorrow night. So we'll get stuck back into this, and I'll come back once it's paper mache. So here you can see my shop assistant with the long and tedious task of paper macheing this stump. We've completely covered it with the red Chuck's cloth material, or orange, because I'm colourblind, which I'm not, I just claim to be. And now we're painting tissues onto it with a watered down mixture of PVA glue and brown paint, so we can see where we've gone. And it's starting to look very much like a stump. I'd say another 2 or 3 coats and it'll be pretty much usable and ready to decorate. But 2 or 3 more coats means 2 or 3 more hours, you know, between waiting for it to dry and then applying the next coat. So out into the sun I think it's going to go, and then hopefully we can get at least 1 more coat on it this afternoon before the sun goes down.
Hey, this is David from Armoury-Terrain. Wolf said I've got to be in this video. Been working on this stump for a couple of days. Don't worry, it's not a real stump, it's just made out of paper and foam. We've been working on it for the theatre company, and as you can see, looks all good from the front.
And then at the back there it's hollow, so they can stash a bottle and then pick it up by that beam. And we put the artificial grass on, it's covered in paper mache and painted with acrylic paints, and then spray painted. If you'd keep slowly rotating that for me. Once the theatre show is done with it, this is destined to end up at a fairy markets. So we're going to add lots of mushrooms and other things to it, but for now it needed to be nice and simple. So this is the stump finished, and I'll just give you a look at the top of it. As you can see, it has rings and it's a much lighter colour, and this is a stump we've been working on for 2 days. So this is Wolf and David from Armoury-Terrain saying go build something.